say something for the camera, Kyra.
What do you want me to say, buddy?
Something intelligent.
Just don't fall in a crevasse. That's what I got to say. That's my thought of the day.
Mixed up with the silt and carries the silt down the river. So a lot of times you'll see glacial moraine like a brownish color, but when it's mixed in, the water turns gray just because of the size of the part.
8 foot a year.
8 foot a year is shrinking in size. 8 foot a year.
This is called non-Newtonian pseudoplastic thixotropic sediment.
Whoa, that's a long word.
You can call it trampoline mud as well, or liquid gel or liquid mountain, jello mountain. Anything creative that sounds good, you can call it that. But what happens is a glacier grinds up the sides of the mountains, grinds up the bedrock, gets into this really, really fine powder, and it's called glacial flour. And when you add water to it, it has a really weird water tension, and it's very, very similar to cornstarch or gelatin. So if you think about cornstarch when you add water to it, same properties as this right here. Okay. And if you put your foot down and move it around and agitate the mud underneath, it'll start spreading. And your foot will sink down into it. So you can lightly give that a try. Don't go too far down, but you get stuck. You agitate your foot around, it'll just sink into the mud. The mud will turn into liquid, and then it'll create a suction around your boot. So I've seen plenty of angry people walking off here in one shoe and one muddy sock.
It's like being on the moon, ain't it?
As we get further out, there's going to be less and less silt on top of the ice, and eventually we'll get to some exposed ice. It usually is fairly textured, fairly melted out, and gives you a little bit of traction to walk on, but just be careful when we reach it. And also getting out to there before that, there might be a few spots of black ice, so you can run your boot across it, but it's very, very slippery and also a little bit hard to see as well. So watch your step as you're walking out. We'll probably walk out to the picnic tables out there and put our crampons on.
Black ice. Oh, look at that ice down there.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep. There's a hole.
Oh, that's cool.
That's far down it goes.
Toss a rock down there, find out.
Ooh, fell in water down there.
Yep. That looks like a good sized rock.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, not very far.
There's a crevice right there. Who's in charge of the cones and putting them all in, changing the trail every day?
That would be Nature Park, who is operated right now by Bill Stevenson. So the same guy that does the sightseeing tours and the hunting and all of that.
Oh, look at this hole. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so this right here is all overhanging ice. So there's a pretty thin ice bridge right there. And then same with that one on the other side. So
That's all ice right there, covered by dirt.
Probably an ice bridge that we're walking on right now, but it's pretty thick and it doesn't look like it'll break off or melt out. That one's getting thinner and thinner. But you can see there's a crevasse right over there, and then it meets up and isn't fully exposed at the surface yet, but it's pulling apart and breaking apart, and you can see down into it. So sometimes crevasses will form from the top down, sometimes they'll form opposite from the bottom up, covering up a lot of black ice, which is also very slippery even when there's silt on top of it. So try and step on the white ice that you can see. So this will be crunchy, breakable, and will give you traction. I'm going to tell you guys about what you tell us to it. So a Moulin is just where there's a creek or stream of water that's draining off and dropping down into either a hole or a crevasse, anything that just causes that vertical drop down into it. And this water, when it was running a little bit more quickly and a little bit more water was running off of it in the middle of the summer, that summer, this used to be another 20 times taller than what it is right now. It's melted down quite a bit.
The ice lake all around the glaciers. Breathtaking when you see it.
It's crazy.
So ice climb is rated the same as like standard rock climbing?
Not at all.
How do they decide that?
I actually don't know how they rate it. I know. Glacier climbing or ice climbing on the glaciers is one of the best ways to start out ice climbing because the ice out here is always
I might take one picture of this.